All right, guys, real talk. The Ring 5, Night of the Samurai. It's going to be featuring a legend. Now, a lot of you may have not heard of this person that I'm talking about, but man, this guy is global. He's a global sensation. I'm talking about none other than Naoya, the monster Inoue, and he's actually risking everything, putting his body on the line for this fight, everything for a payday. But because of this fight, this ain't just about belts, guys. We're talking about legacy. We're talking about timing. And what a lot of people are fearing, we're talking about burnout as well. And guys, you trust me on this one. You guys don't want to miss out on this one. This is deeper than it looks. I want to get right into it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. I'm Shiraz. I'm your host. Welcome to Duality 7X. And guys, before I continue, please smash the like and subscribe. But let's get right into this, guys. Inoue is a monster. He is something else. He's a global sensation, guys. The rising star of Japan and the rising star of the boxing world. This guy's no fluff. He's all fight. He's all skill. And you know what? You guys are going to get a chance to watch him very, very shortly. He's the talk of the town. This is what's buzzing in the world, guys. All right? This is what's buzzing. So look, Inoue versus Alan Picasso. This is actually probably way more interesting than what a lot of people are admitting. Okay? So on Saturday in Riyadh, we've got the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai. Big branding, big lights. It's in Saudi, guys, so it's got big Saudi money. And you know, of course, you got Turkey LL Sheikh. There's nobody bigger than Turkey LL Sheikh. And Naoya, he headlines again. I mean, just 3 months. 3 months after dissecting, Ahmed Aliyev. And guys, the press conference, I mean, Inoue made it very, very clear that he's fighting like a man chasing pound for pound number one. If you guys don't believe me, this guy's fought quite a few times. And this is, when I talked about burnout earlier, I'm actually serious about this one, guys, because I'm actually afraid that he's going to burn himself out. And a lot of his fans and a lot of people in the boxing community are also fearing the same thing. Is he taking on too much, too fast, too soon, because he needs to slow down? But maybe he is. The way he fights is like he's a superhuman. He fights like he's immortal, folks. He's absolutely incredible. Now, here's the deal. No belts leaving with Picasso. There's going to be no mercy. Absolutely none. No excuses. Meanwhile, Alan Picasso, very cool, very calm, and very super respectful. And then he flips the switch. He says this isn't the night of the samurai. It's an Azteca night. Now, Mexico versus Japan. This is what he's trying to hail it as. Culture versus culture. Pride versus precision. Like, this sounds like fire, guys, right off the bat. And here's where all of this gets a little bit messy. Right? This is why this story actually matters, right? This fight isn't dangerous because Picasso is elite. It's dangerous because Inoue is, he doesn't actually need this fight. This guy's a 4-division champion, 3-time world champion. I mean, this guy, Inoue is, when they say he's the monster, he's the monster. Now, Alan Picasso, he's unbeaten, all right? Let's just establish that right off the bat, okay? He looks the part. He talks the part. Tall frame, long jab, solid fundamentals, but nothing on his resume says I can control Inoue because Inouye's rhythm is next level. And I mean that, guys. This is honestly, it's like a tune-up disguised as prestige. These are the fights. These are the fights that age legends fast. Inoue is only 32 years old, right? But this is his 4th fight this year. His 4th fight this year, guys. Like, the guy is still going strong. Most people that I know have already backed off. They're not even working till next year starts. This guy is still working. Okay, I mean, but you could see it on you could see it on Inouye's face. I mean, he looks like he's not washed, but he looks worn down. All right, he's a workaholic. Uh, he is probably one of the most gifted, talented fighters in boxing today. And it's a shame that we don't hear more of his name here in North America. But believe me, guys, he's a global sensation. And if you guys are curious, if I've piqued your intrigue, if I've piqued your interest, then tune in on Saturday. And you guys, at the Night of Samurai, you guys will see what I'm talking about. He's no joke. Now, we were talking about 122 pounds. Yeah, like he owns that. He owns that division. All right. But my biggest issue with Inoue is that he thrives on danger. Chaos is his uranium. It's his radio activity. It's kind of like Godzilla, right? He loves chaos. Inoue loves chaos. It actually sharpens him. You know, it's kind of like, the opposite of what Kryptonite does to Superman. With Inoue, he's, when he has chaos and he's in a fight where all mayhem's gonna break loose, that's where he thrives, guys. But Picasso, I mean, Picasso's a different kind of a fighter. He's an elite fighter, but he's got that SoCal kind of swagger about him, right? I mean, a little bit more on the conservative side, not as flashy, but he gets the job done, right? I mean, he's undefeated. He's undefeated. I mean, look, a lot of people are going to say we've seen this kind of a fight before. Inoue cruises early, in the get-go, and then, he lets Picasso kind of get him a couple times here and there, steals around potentially with the jab or two. Suddenly, the aura cracks, right? And then, not because he lost, but because he actually starts to look more and more human as the match progresses, right? And then once that happens, all negotiations are off. Yeah, the narratives change, okay? And this is where pressure starts to amount on fighters, especially you got I think it's Nakatani. Nakatani's waiting. He's waiting around, guys, in 2026. And he's just waiting to see what the outcome of this is going to be, but I think he already knows. Right? So if you try to play this out, if Inoue starts to look flat, even in a win, if he starts to look fat, if he starts to look flat, the monster label, it takes a big hit. Okay. By the way, for all of you folks who are not so familiar with Inoue, he's not fat. All right, and he's definitely not flat. All right, this guy is so mesmerizing. I mean, if you want to see a boxing clinic, watch his fight because he's a master tactician in the ring. He's such he's the reason why boxing is so interesting. It's a lot of fun when you watch fighters like this, especially in this division. He's so energized. He's got so much, his stamina is next level, and it's such a treat to watch these guys, So, I personally, I mean, look, the Tokyo Dome is something else, right? I mean, imagine watching a fight in the Tokyo Dome, that would be absolutely crazy. I almost feel as if they're going to open up the dome to fans to watch this fight, on closed circuit television, on giant screen. Can you imagine the atmosphere in Japan, first of all? Okay, when this guy comes out. Now, Not trying to take away. I'm not trying to undermine Picasso's ability or take away anything from this young fighter. I mean, he's representing Mexico, and and I think he's going to do a phenomenal job. But I don't. I honestly, I think this is Inouye's fight to win. I think the monster's going to take this one. And now look, people, I talked to a couple folks about this, and I asked them like, "Hey, is there any interest in this fight?" 100%, there's so much interest in this fight. True, like, I mean, if you're a true boxing fan, I mean, if you're into combat sports and if you like a good fight, but especially a good boxing fight, you're going to be tuning into this fight. All right. And the questions though that a lot of people are asking is now like, look, what if Inouye's activity finally catches up to him before Nakatani? Now, that's a possibility. That could happen. We know that Nakatani's waiting in the wings because he wants Inoue in 2026. And that's the fight that fans actually want to see. That's the legacy fight. When I'm talking about legacy, remember earlier today, I said this is not all about the belts. This is about legacy. It's about timing. And the thing that I was really worried about is whether or not Inoue is going to suffer some kind of burnout in this fight. But put that aside for a second. When we're talking about legacy, Nakatani and Inoue, that's the fight that everybody wants to watch. That's the fight that's going to be the big payday. That's the fight that everyone's going to be able to ascertain who is the rising sun. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is no joke. This is going to be off the charts. Telling you guys, if you haven't seen this guy fight, please do yourself a favor and watch this fight. All right? This is going to be it's going to be so amazing to see. I mean, they're billing it as Mexico versus Japan, almost like a World Cup match. Two different fighting styles. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I can't even wait for this one, guys. But let's call it what it is. All right? This card isn't about merit. It's about Riyadh staying relevant between mega events. DAZN's going to get the content. Okay, DAZN's there. The fighters are going to get paid. They're going to get paid handsomely. Don't worry about that, guys. Branding is going to get pushed like it's nobody's business. And, I mean, Inoue, he's a walking monster, guys. I mean, this guy, look, he wins big. He looks dominant. I mean, look, from an optics perspective, I can't say anything wrong about this guy. But my biggest concern, and I keep talking about this, is he facing some kind of burnout? Because 4 fights, and not just average, mediocre, like B, C class fighters. I'm talking about A class fighters. This is his 4th one this year. Look, Inoue versus Alan Picasso is the headliner at the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai event. That card's going to be taking place on DAZN Boxing on pay-per-view, and it's going to be $59.99. You guys got to check it out. The bottom line is I personally don't see Picasso winning this one against Inoue. No. This is Inouye's time. It's still his time to run. But I do think this fight will carry a lot more risk than reward. Okay? Inoue doesn't really need another win. He's got plenty of wins. His accolades are, they're longer than... Look, he's got a rap sheet with accolades and, like trophies and, it... Probably more than any other fighter that I know, honestly. I'm almost at a loss of words because I don't know how much more I can praise Inoue, but he is something very special. And honestly, sometimes staying busy does drive a cost as opposed to sitting out. But there's nothing wrong with sitting out. There's nothing wrong with healing, because when you're sitting out, you may feel like you're inactive, but not necessarily. Your body's actually healing, and that's actually a good thing. Let's take into consideration Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford. You guys all saw that fight. But Crawford was not Crawford, sorry. Canelo was fighting and fighting and fighting. I mean, he put so much mileage on his tank that by the time he got to Terrence Crawford, yeah, he had a few good rounds, definitely. But you know, he was outmatched. I'm almost thinking that too many fights kind of went against him, especially in that moment. So I'm going to ask you something, guys. Is this smart matchmaking? Or is Inoue bringing the candle, like burning the candle, sorry, not bringing, burning the candle too fast? Drop your take in comments below, guys. I want to hear it. And if you rock with Real Fight Talk, then you guys definitely want to join us here on Duality 7X. You want to smash the like button. You want to smash the subscribe button. And you want to hit the bell notification so you guys never miss a beat. And look, join us here for if you like Real Fight Talk with no fluff, no fillers, unbiased opinions, just kind of a really good deep dive overall perspective into the latest trending hot stories that are trending on social media, then you're definitely at the right place, guys. And I enjoy doing what I do because I enjoy you. So thank you guys for joining us, and I look forward to catching you guys on our next video tomorrow. We're just getting started.